Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw, or Moon Day Night Raw. I am Gorilla Monsoon, here with Edward Collins and with Corey Graves. And today on Monday Night Raw, we're going to see, we want to welcome, and we say welcome everyone, happy Memorial Day, or happy onlooking or thinking day. Today in the Wanted Rights, Gorilla Monsoon said that we think back and think of all those bold fighters from all the wars from past to now, the ones who gave up their lives so we could have freedom, and the ones who gave their lives so we could keep our freedom. That's right, Edward Collins said. Today is their day. Today is a day that we think back of what all the yielding they did, the lives that they gave up. You know, going overseas, going to other lands, yielding and sometimes giving up their life for others so others could live and others could have freedoms, and sometimes even dying for those who could also keep our freedoms. So we onlook those. Yes, we do. Corey Graves says, for all those bold men and women who are in the fighting teams now, for those ones who lost their lives, and all the wars that came before and the ones that will come, we say thank you. And your life, thank you for what you did for us. Well, we know one man here that would never be on looking to give thanks to anyone or anything, Gorilla Monsoon said, and that would be Seth Rollins. Ha ha! So the way I look at it, it's Heat Wave, right? Yeah, you know, ECW's take on WCW's Bash at the Beach take on SummerSlam. Well, you know, we're doing it today. Ha ha. So I know today I already curb stomped, what was his name? Ethan Lightfoot, Disney, Pixar, whatever film he came from. I curb stomped him so many times that he had to be on Main Event or Main Show or Dark fighting some toy from the Dollar Tree because he was so frightened to fight me. You know? That's what's so frightening about it. You know what's frightening about it, Seth Rollins? Theodore Long says, I'll tell you right now, today you're going to be going on with Ethan Lightfoot. And this fight is going to happen now. Theodore Long, Ethan Lightfoot isn't anywhere here. He doesn't want nothing to do. He doesn't want nothing to do with me after what I did to him. Well, I wouldn't be so sure about that, Seth Rollins. Whoa! Ding. Well, looks like the fight's underway here at Monday Night Raw, Monday Night Raw, Heat Wave here in the TWF. Gorilla Monsoon said, body slam on the creep Seth Rollins. Edward Collins said Seth Rollins is nothing more than a creep. You know, he is almost like Bob Backlund and Steven Richards and CM Punk and Mustafa Ali, who all believed that being creeps and doing wrong stuff was doing good, but they weren't doing good. Edward Collins said, well, I'll tell you one thing, Corey Graves says. Whoa, he's tracking them out. 1, 2, 3. I'll tell you what, Corey Graves says, Bob Backlund, Steven Richards, CM Punk, and Mustafa Ali all gave up. Something Seth Rollins never did, giving up fighting for the greater good. He's coming back. 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's gonna break up the track. Gorilla Monsoon says. Yes, it is. Oh, he just curb stomped him right outside. Now he's telling the fight lord to start tracking him out again. Gorilla Monsoon said, nothing more than a creep. You know, that's all right. Corey Graves says, you know, Ethan Lightfoot by now should be worked to getting his head stomped it in. Would you stop, Corey Graves? Would you be earnest? It's a mean thing to say, Gorilla Monsoon says. Yes, it is, Edward Collins said. It is a mean thing to say. And Edward, well, is Ethan Lightfoot gonna get, he gets right back in the ring only to get curb stomped again. This is sad. Once again, 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Seth Rollins. Now, Seth Rollins has won this fight here on Monday Night Raw, Monday Night Raw, Heatwave, outstanding following. And now, once again, he just curb stomped Ethan Lightfoot again. Seth Rollins is nothing more than a creep, Gorilla Monsoon says. That's all he is, a creep. I stand with you, Gorilla Monsoon. I think he's nothing more than a creep, Edward Collins said. A creep that has no on-look for anyone or anything. He's selfish. Oh, I won't be calling him a creep, but I won't be saying he's selfish. And I think he does got on-look, Corey Graves says. On-look for himself, Gorilla Monsoon and, you know, Edward Collins. That's what, yeah. Well, now I understand now that Michael Cole now is now going to be talking with Seth Rollins after this fight, and we'll see what shit comes out of his mouth, Gorilla Monsoon says. Now, I'm here, Gorilla Monsoon, and I'm going to be talking with Seth Rollins, who just beat Ethan Lightfoot here on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw Heatwave. Tomorrow it's going to start to heat up again. But, well, Michael Cole, you get to talk with me. Well, Seth Rollins, you should truly be ashamed of yourself. What you did to Ethan Lightfoot, beating him up, curve stomping him. You're nothing. No one is going to onlook you for what you did. Oh, well, that's good for you to say, Michael Cole, because I could care less about anyone and their on-look for me. The way I see it is that everyone will on-look me. And don't get me wrong, Ethan Lightfoot, he was just standing in the way of the greater good. And when you stand in the way of the greater good, Michael Cole, you get beat up. Now, I know they keep talking about Bob Backlund and Steven Richards and CM Punk and Mustafa Ali about how when they were fighting for the greater good and all the things they said and did. But unlike Bob Backlund, Steven Richards, CM Punk, and Mustafa Ali, I did not yield. I did not give up. I did not stop my fight for the greater good. Yeah, we all see that. Shameful behavior, shameful deeds, shameful work once again. Seth Rollins, you are not going to be getting any onlook from anyone for the stuff you say and do. I told you again, Michael Cole, I don't really care about onlook from these folks. At the end of the day, I will fight for the greater good. And those who stand in the way and stand of lead of the greater good will be dealt with, just like what happened to Ethan Lightfoot. I took out that Disney Pixar doll who shamefully came from Big Lots. Ha ha ha. But anyway, I need to tell you right now, it's going to be a great heat wave, don't you think? Oh, I'm not done yet. So, other words, you're being a creep. Other words, Seth Rollins, you're being a creep, being selfish, and I don't think anyone's going to onlook any of that kind of behavior. Well, Michael Cole, the way I look at it is, Ethan Lightfoot, he was in the way of the greater good. And when you stand in the way of the greater good, you get dealt with. So I'll tell you what I did. What you saw happen today on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw, Heat Wave, whatever, is one strike for the one side for the greater good which is me, and the greater evil, which is everyone else. Well, sadly, Seth Rollins sadly believes, Seth Rollins, sadly believes he is fighting for the greater good, but he's not, Michael Cole says. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon. Thank you, Michael Cole, for talking with Seth Rollins here on Monday Night Raw, or Moonday Night Raw, the Heatwave Outstanding Following. So we want to hope that Ethan Lightfoot will be well. Gorilla Monsoon said, even if he did come from big lots of not. Gorilla Monsoon said other words. He was nothing more than a creep. Yes, you're right, Edward Collins said. At the end of the day, Seth Rollins was a creep. On a holiday or a holy day, the day we think about our fighters that we lost in many wars, and he's got to pull this shit today, Edward Collins said. Well, I tell you right now, Corey Graves says, holiday, holy day, whatever it may be. Yes, Seth Rollins is a creep. Yes, he could have picked any other day to do it. But at the end of the day, he picked this day to do it. And at the end of the day, I don't think Seth Rollins really cares what day of the week, or what day of the week, or what month, or what year that he does his stuff. He just does his stuff. And like you said, Ethan Lightfoot, he was just staying in the way of the greater good. Well, I tell you right now, Gorilla Monsoon says, that's why you're a dummy. And would you be earnest about that stuff, staying away to greater good, Corey Graves? Seth Rollins knows nothing about fighting for the greater good, Gorilla Monsoon said. That's right. All he knows about, Edward Collins said, is fighting for the greater evil. Well, that's all the time we got here for TWF Monday Night Raw, or Moonday Night Raw. I am Gorilla Monsoon for Edward Collins and Corey Graves. We hope you like Monday Night Raw, or Moonday Night Raw, and we'll see Heatwave, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT.